Assalamualaikum and good day everyone. My name is Nur Farhana binti Abdul Rahman with material number 276147 from Guji, Johor Bahru.
Hi, Assalamualaikum. Hi everyone, my name is Nur Amira binti Muhammad Zain. My matric number is 276142 and I'm from Johor Bahru branch.
Today we will present our preparation with my friend Nur Amira, and our assignment topic is careers and studying. Usually the intention to return to college or university will working full time can be daunting and the mind can become confused as to whether to continue or cancel the intention. Working full-time as well as pursuing study at the same time requires a good level of planning and prioritization. Will some students choose not to work will factoring their studies? There are a large number of students who balance work with study for degree and for study certification. Although it is true that the intention to study to a higher level is embedded in the heart of every individual, but there are only factors that hinder this ambition. Among them, is need for sufficient money to continue their study, as well as we was in this field until we would experience span 10 years. As a student, we have financial control. So, studying will working give me the confidence we need. All the same time, the professional qualification we can obtain over time give a good head start in developing my career. There are several ways to doing this, and today we talk about what worked for we. Now, Alhamdulillah, we passed the test and we now in semester 5 studying for a Bachelor of Public Management with honors at UUM. There is a saying, what 1,000 falls to not 1,000 accused. The words mean if we want to do something, we will complete it with all our effort and vice versa. Of us, it is not easy to devise what time we'll study because we have a family to manage. So here I share a top 10 tips on how to help will working without create a plan, update your employees, use my free time productively, look after myself, don't overdo it, take advantage of technology, find my comfort zone, make sure I get enough sleep, turn off the TV and eat properly. For a detailed explanation regarding the top 10 tips, my friend Amira will give a more explanation. In conclusion, in living life as a student and as a working person, it can be difficult and put a lot of stress on your personal life in not managed easily. However, with enthusiasm and good planning, you will be able to turn this stress into motivation and get great results and give satisfaction. Thank you.
Thanks Farhana. And now I will explain in more detail about 10 tips about studying while working. Studying while working. As a student, we need to have a good financial control. In addition, studying while working give a little our self-confidence and willing to do extra work. At the same time, the professional qualification that can be acquired over time and give me a good start developing in my career. There are several ways when I'm doing this, and I will explain and story about 10 tips what I do when I'm studying and working. Let's go. Number 1 is I create a plan. I get all my syllabus and record all the examination schedule, as well as the deadline for the required paper at the start of each semester. I use a different marker for each of my classes to easily see when this due date for each course are approaching. Similarly, I make a note of any company meetings or work deadlines that I need to be aware of in my planner. Number 2 is update your employer. I assure my employer trust me when I can manage my work schedule. It's also a good way to get their attention and make them think you're eager to work for them. At times, breaks to demonstrate that I'm serious about my job by demonstrating my commitment. It is simple to negotiate a more study-friendly schedule with them. Number 3 is use my free time productively. When I'm studying and working at the same time, it may appear at times that I have no spare time. However, it is critical that I use my free time wisely, as this will help me balance my day job and coursework more effectively. If I commute, for example, I read a book on the way to work, I use a few minutes for my lunch break time to study as well. Number 4 is look after myself. Having a demanding work schedule and studying will inevitably cause anyone to become stressed from time to time. As a result, I know that I need to manage my stress effectively. I often exercise at a gym or go for a walk a couple times per week because it is an effective stress reliever. I also listen to music, write in a journal, get a massage, go to salon and so on. I try to spend at least 30 minutes a day doing something that I enjoy to relieve stress. Number 5, don't overdo it. I'll be honest with myself about how much time I need to spend studying and working. If one believes they can only take one study course at a time due your workload, then concentrate on that course. For example, if I want to become an accountant, I should take the AAT course first before considering other options. I determine how many classes I can take each semester as I'm working full-time. People often bite off more than they can chew when it comes to work or study. Having a full-time job in any industry comes with its own set of challenge and expectation. Adding education to an already hectic schedule will only increase the amount of stress. Number 6 is take advantage of technology. Everyone know class notes are required. Despite this, many students do not know how to properly take notes. I avoid scribbling down every single word as this will cause me to fall behind and miss important details. I find my way of shortening words and phrases to keep with my lecturer. I also use today's technology to my advantage and download the necessary study app. There are numerous programs available to assist students with all aspects their studies. Number 7 Number 7 is find my comfort zone. Everyone has a different idea about the best place and time to study. We need to find a study area and a suitable time for studying that works for us. Whether it is the library after class, a quiet coffee shop, or your bedroom at night and try to stick to it. Where I choose study is just as important as how I study. Turning off my phone is one way to eliminate a distraction. I make sure everything I need before I begin, so I don't have to stop to look for a pen. Number 8 is make sure to get enough sleep. Do not shorten sleep. Rather than burning the midnight oil, I'll get up 5 a.m. and study for about an hour before going back to bed until 7 a.m. One should feel reasonable rest when they wake up. This is far preferable to waking up tired from study up half the night. Furthermore, I'll usually take breaks while studying, especially I feel exhausted. In any case, working or studying for an extended period can impair one's performance. Number 9 is turning off the television. Finishing my favorite TV show, taking a nap, or chatting with friends may seem more appealing at times than starting or completing a course assignment. But I keep in mind that sooner I start, then sooner I finish. I'll examine my project and start with the simple task. I believe then the more difficult part will just flow as I gain momentum. Number 10 is eat properly. A hectic day at work requires endurance and focus. It means I can't go 8 to 10 hours without eating a nutritious meal. I always make a point to take good care of my body so that I will take good care of me. To satisfy my hunger, I avoid food high in saturated fat and calories, such as pastries, cake, pies, and meat products. I know this can contribute to an increase in my cholesterol levels, as well as affect my blood metabolism and cause me to gain weight. Okay, here are 10 tips from me. Every person's point of view is different depending on their own point. The conclusion is that we must divide the time of study and working as much as possible so that life is healthy and orderly from various aspects. That's all from me and my friend. Thank you.